Po, dito naman po sa bago kasi natapos yung day 6 ng impeachment trial ay nagkaroon po ng oral arguments. Dito naman po sa hiling ng prosekusyon na mailatag, makuha yung records, bank, BIR, AMLAC records ng pamilya ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Ano po ang basa nyo po rito? Lalo na po sa mga batas na nakakasaklaw po dito, narinig natin yung magkabilang panig sa kanilang mga oral argument po, attorney.
Talaga makikita natin na fishing expedition. Naghahanap pa sila ng ebidensya. Dapat yung impeachment complaint, kung mayroon bang basis, may basihan na, mayroon ng ebidensya sila at the time they filed the case. Kaya nga, when the prosecution to impeach the former Chief Justice was successful in yung paghahanap ng ebidensya, fishing expedition during trial, nakikita yan ng Supreme Court na mali yan. Kaya nga, they had the opportunity to clarify the extent of that subpoena power in the case of Duterte versus House of Representatives, na kailangan yung ebidensya, yung ground ay limited lamang doon sa panahon, yung term for the impeachable official. Ibig sabihin, makumpisa lang sa 2022 hanggang sa kasalukuyan. Hindi pwede yung taon na hindi pa siya impeachable official. So, malawak na masyado kung ano bang hinahanap nila. Para bang naghahanap pa sa ebidensya, baka mayroon tayong makita ang evidence. That's not the purpose of impeachment. Kailangan it has to be based on due process, based on fairness, at saka yung hindi ito maging tool for oppression. So, ngayon, gagawin nila yan. I don't know how the Senate as an impeachment court will vote on it kung magkaroon na ng pagkuhan.
Opo. Alam naman natin no na ang mga senator judge hindi yan kagaya ng mga may kapasidad na mga huwes, mga maestrado, mga justices, mga judges. May bentaha siguro yung mga naging abogado na para doon sa pagtimbang-timbang, no? Pero sakali po na bumoto sila pabor na ipakita yung mga dokumento na sa tingin ng depensa na lapag talaga ito sa batas, maaari ba itong questionin at sa Korte Suprema ba pwedeng questionin na ito, attorney?
Yes, anything that is a product of grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or in excess of jurisdiction, that can be brought to the Supreme Court. Pero sa atin na ngayon, ang mga senator judges are also being tried. Meron din silang pananagutan dito kung gagawin nila ang mga bagay-bagay na hindi in accordance with law. I think they will also be held accountable by the public or by the people. Kasi if you are a lawmaker, you should be the first to follow the law. Yung Supreme Court decision ay part of the law of the land. So it has to be obeyed and it has to be respected by the senator judges.
Opo, without naming sige po.
Hindi yan ehemplo kung sila mismo ang mangunguna sa pag-violate ng batas. Kasi ang decision ng Supreme Court is part of the law of the land.
Opo. Attorney, without naming names, kung pagbabatayan natin sa unang 6 na trial days ng impeachment trial, kapuna-puna ba, kapansin-pansin ba yung sino sa mga senator judge ang may kapasidad talaga kaugnay dito sa impeachment trial or sa pagbalanse nila sa mga usaping legal? Mapapansin na ba natin ninyo kahit na wag na lang nating banggitin sino yung mga senator na yon?
Ah, we were not born yesterday. Meron lang tayong experience diyan sa time ni former President Joseph Estrada, sa time ni Chief Justice Corona. Talagang may political alliances ito. Alam naman natin kung why did the senators reacted that way, one or another, because they were identified with yung time ni Corona. Yung alam natin yung mga galaw ng mga senators na aligned with the administration. They were really showing off their colors from the very beginning. Panahon din ni Joseph Estrada, former President Estrada, alam naman natin yung political division doon. Yung pro-Estrada, yung mga senators nagpapakita talaga during trial, yung kanilang mga biases at saka yung kanilang mga opinions ay talagang meron ng bahid ng yung how they are going to vote. Dito ngayon, hindi pa natin makikita kasi alam naman natin kung sino yung yung majority senators chosen or aligned with Malacanang, na alam na natin na yung Malacanang ang parang nagpropose ng impeachment. So, if we will bank on that assumption, so 13 would most likely vote for the conviction. Pero baka mag-iiba din yan kung makikita nila na that would be a disaster to their political career kung sa panimbang nila ay makasisira yan sa kanilang political career, maybe they will not vote on conviction. Pero malayo pa ito, Admar, kasi as I said, impeachment is a political process. They are also careful on what is the impact of the decision sa kanilang political career.
Opo, siguro bilang huli attorney, mensahe nyo sa ating mga kababayang magmamasid pa rito at iniintindi ang mga ganap dyan po sa impeachment trial kay Vice President Sara Duterte.
Well, we are thankful to Isiminay kasi talagang Isiminay ay matapang, nag-expose ng balanse na balita as against other media outfits na parang ginagamit na to cover up or to promote a particular political agenda. So we have to be continuously involved in this political process kasi what is at stake is the future of our country. Now, ang irony nito ngayon, so far, they are trying the Vice President for betrayal of public trust. How can you reconcile it with the latest survey na siya ang most trusted na public official by the people? In fact, nag-improve pa ang kanyang approval at trust rating. How can you reconcile with the reality that the people are trusting her and you are trying to sell an idea that she has betrayed the trust of the people? So, malaking kuan yan parang incongruency, Admar.
Opo, attorney, daghang salamat sa imong oras.